Hello everyone. So hope you must doing well. So here we left off and we modeled the this 3D icon, the shape we are having right now. So before starting with anything, we need to organize bit. So in the outliner, we are having a cube. So it's also written a cube. So we can double click and rename it. So what we can give a name. Okay, so we are named it as a 3D icon and it is under the collection. Okay, so if you want to make a new collection, you can simply click on here. Okay, so right now we don't need it. We can simply select and delete, and it is under the collection. Okay, this is a parent element and this is a child element. Okay, so if you are going to hide the parent element, the child element will also get automatically hide. Okay, so we have this model, and some more things I would like to tell you. In here, the drop down, we are having a 3 pattern: the studio, MatCap, and the flat. Okay, so in a studio, if you are going to click over here, so we are having different shaders. Okay, they are going to provide different light. Okay, so not our effect on the render, but it is for the place or the work area you are working on. So for that it is, for example, if you are going to switch to MatCap, here you are having different, right? So you can explore all these, okay, in whatever shader you would like to work. Okay, so for now I will keep it this one. Okay, and yeah, also if you want to change a little bit more the background, then you can also switch here the viewport. Okay, so currently we can name it or determine by the viewport. So under the viewport, it is selected to theme. You need to select on viewport, and here the color will come. You need to decrease it or you can increase it. So for now I'm going to decrease it, so the background will get completely black. So I love to work in this viewport, so I will switch in that. And in the overlays, you are having, for example, the grid which is over here. If you want to hide that also, you can simply have this. Okay, and if you want to hide the excess, then you can do that also, but we'll keep that. Okay, but I'm just telling you the option you are having. Okay, so here we have, so the next thing which we are going to make this one. Okay, so before that we need to decrease the size bit in the z axis. Essentially you can simply click on this to decrease and increase. Okay, or you can press S, and in which direction you want to scale. I want to scale in the Z direction, then we need to press S and C. Okay, then we will going to drag the mouse, then you are having this. Okay, so let's keep it, and if anything is there which is moving far right in a speed, then you can simply hold the shift. Okay, then you are having a more control over the speed. Okay, hope you got my point. And yeah, so we can keep this. Let me increase this bit. Okay, and the modifier which we are having, this one, the subdivision modifier, and we are having a two level of subdivision, okay, for a better smooth, right? So on the next thing which we are going to model, this one, okay. So for that, let's bring a plane, okay. So why I'm bringing the plane, there are various ways to model anything, okay. So I'm bringing a plane and going to model, and you will get to know why I'm doing that, okay. So let's bring a plane, okay, and I'm going to rotate it in a x direction, so r and x and 90 degree, okay. So you have this, and going to scale in the z direction. Also, if you want to switch in the front mode, you can press 1, and if you want to switch in the side view, you can press 3 in your numpad, okay. Again, if you want to switch on the front mode, you can press 1, but if you want to switch on this way, okay, so you can press control 1, okay. In same manner, you can press 3 for the side view, and you can press control C for the opposite of it, okay. In the same manner, we are having a 7, okay. Then you are going to have a top view, and if you want to go to the bottom view, then you needed to press control 7, okay. For now, I want to switch in the front mode and going to model this one, okay. So yeah, not accurate we can model because it is the angle which it is having, okay. If we are having this model in a front view, then we can model as accurate so that we can match the overlays, but we are not having other references, then we will going to get the idea, approx idea, where the location of this, okay. So let's have this, yeah. So one more thing which I would like to tell you, in the drop down we are having an option of random, okay. So when you are going to switch on the random, whatever object, whatever different objects you are having, they are going to be in different color, okay. So if I am going to switch in the random, you can see this cube is having different color, and the plane which we have added right now, it is having a different color, okay. For example, we are going to add a for example cylinder, okay. Then it is of different color, okay. For example, we are going to add a UV sphere, then it is going to be of different color, okay. Hope you got. So it will also going to help you, okay. Yeah, again, it is not going to affect on the render, but the workflow which I personally follow, that I am telling you, if you want to follow, then you can. So we needed to go in the edit mode, right? So before edit mode, I would like to explain you about the scaling. So I needed to add one more object, for example a cube, okay. Let's bring it over here, yeah. And let's suppose I want to bevel it, okay. What bevel is, control B, you are having this, okay. And if you want to bevel this, control B, you are having a bevel of this, okay. And over it, if you are going to add a subdivision modifier, like we added subdivision modifier over here, if I'm going to add subdivision modifier here, then you can see, let me add more topology of it, then I will add a subdivision modifier, yeah. It is forming different shape, let me add right here, it's it will not add. Okay, so why it is happening? It is happening because we didn't apply the scale. Okay, so before, uh, if you are set with the model size and everything, try to remember and try to scale and location, okay, to one. Okay, so whatever object you are having, you can control A, then there is option of location, rotation and scale and all. By clicking to all, the location, rotation and scale will all get scaled to 1. Okay, so I'm going to do it by manual. So if I'm going to click on scale, you can see the value get changed. Okay, now, okay, and also the rotation also. So here also we are going to make the scale 1 and the location also, which is 0, so no issue in that. Okay, so I got you familiar about the bevel. So as I told you, so recently I told you about the beveling. You can press Ctrl B. Okay, then what about if we want to bevel a vertex? Okay, for that we needed to press Ctrl Shift and B. Okay, so by this effect you can bevel a vertex. Okay, so we are going to follow the beveling of vertex. Okay, so before that I need to scale it, the rotation and the scale. Okay, so I needed to bring back my reference. So we are going to select all by pressing Shift, okay, and Control Shift and B, probably like this one. So before that I need to add a little bit more topology of it. Okay, so I need to control R and also needed to check the scale. Okay, now I'm going to bevel. Okay, sorry. And also we are going to add a subdivision modifier so that it is having the smooth curve, the curve which it is having here. Okay, so also one more thing, if you can notice the shape which it is having right here, we don't have that shape. Okay, so we will get to that. So for that we needed to click on this and move in a X direction. Okay, so we will have that. Let's compare it. Okay, so we have that, and the same thing we want here also. So for that you can do manually also by G and X direction, but I will like to introduce with you the mirror modifier. Okay, so this side I want to kept. Okay, and I'm going to switch in the front mode and going to delete these two faces. Okay, yeah, and I'm going to add a mirror modifier. Okay, and we're going to keep it on the top. Okay, and also enable the clipping so that the from center where it is mirroring should be connected. Okay, so if you're going to see, you can simply drag. Okay, so it is connected. Okay, for example, if you are not have the on off clipping, then you can see that they are not connected. Okay, so try to on those, right? And let's on the subdivision modifier and we having the shape. Okay, so Also, if you want to decrease the shape, you can decrease. So let's make it here. Okay. Here, over here. So let's make it bit like this. Yeah. So next thing which we are going to do, before that we needed to apply the modifier. Okay, so we can do apply, and the shortcut key is to hover a mouse over here and Control A. Okay, and also one thing, always remember to apply any modifier you are having, try to apply from the top. It's not like you are going to apply this bottom one, then you are going to apply this. Try to apply from here, from the top. Okay, so in right over here you can apply. Okay, and for the subdivision modifier we can keep that. Okay, here also we having a subdivision modifier, we didn't applied it, and here also we having a subdivision modifier, and we are going to go in the edit mode. Okay, so next thing which we are going to do is to exclude the mesh. Okay, so we are going to select the hole by pressing A, then we are going to extrude in the Y direction. Okay, so we are going to press E in our keyboard. Okay, and like this. So for now, try to disable this one. Okay, alright, so we are having a shape. Now we can on the subdivision modifier, but the issue is here we can see there is a hard edge, but we don't have the hard edge. We are having, but after having a subdivision modifier, it's not working in a right way. So for that we needed to add some extra topology over here, right? So Control R, and you can press additional symbol in your numpad, by which effect the loop will get duplicated. Okay, so we will keep that and press enter, you will have all the loops. Okay, so for now we are going to switch in the wireframe mode, so you can see all the shapes in a wireframe mode. Okay, now if you are going to on the subdivision modifier, now you can see. Okay, now you can see it is working fine. So the another thing which I would like to, you can simply select the object and shade smooth. Okay, in a front mode we are going to make this object more closer to this object. Okay, so for this you can simply use this one and like. Okay, so we are having a basic shape, and if you're thinking that it is a bit larger in z-axis, then you can simply decrease it, and also in x direction. Okay, and if you want to bevel this edge, okay, so we can also bevel this edge. Okay, so it will add a more topology on it. So Control B, and this will add a. Okay, fine, we can decrease this. One another thing, if you are having selected this option, why the move tool is over there, so for that you need to go to the object, set origin to geometry. Okay, then you are having the tool over here, the move tool. Okay, we done with the basic shape. The another thing which I would like to do is this one. Okay, so we are not going to make the hole, we are going to add a dedicated mesh over there. Okay, so for that again we needed to shift A, then we are going to add a cube. Okay, scale it down in the front mode and let's bring it over here. You can scale, you can either use this one to scale, okay, or you can directly with the keyboard if you want. Okay, let's keep it like this. Also we want to decrease the size in y-axis. Okay, you can, by pressing holding shift, you can having a more control on it. Okay, and the same object we want here also. Okay, the mirror object. Okay, so for that we are again going to add a mirror modifier, but for now we are having a different mirror object. Okay, so on which object we want to mirror, so you are going to click right, you can choose from drop down, or you can simply click on this icon and click on the object on which you want to mirror. Okay, so automatically it will mirror on the object. Okay, so for now we can apply the mirror modifier, or you can directly press Ctrl A on the modifier on which you want to apply. Okay, so this we made. Yeah, so the basic thing which I would like to tell you that the whole object I can model that in a 30 minutes. Okay, but I like to introduce you with the all the basic fundamental also. That's why I'm covering the all over perspective. Okay, so that's why I'm explaining everything. So it's now for the today, and in the next video we are going to model this, and we are going to model this also. Okay, and any suggestion if you want to give, you can give in the comment section, and bye.